never been anybody's Rufus. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
My name is Naseem the Dream. I'm a 15-year amateur boxer, giving my views and opinions on everything boxing related. I'm ready to give you guys consistent, reliable, unbiased commentary. Boxing is my passion, slaying trolls is my hobby. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. What's good, YouTube? So today I'll be giving my official prediction for Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez Jr. Who wins this matchup at 154 pounds? This is Danny Garcia's first time fighting at 154 pounds. He's looking to come back after losing to Errol Spence Jr. Jose Benavidez Jr. is also looking to come back. This is a win that he definitely needs. Danny Garcia is probably the best win that he's going to get under his name if he can beat him. I fought Terrence Crawford, and we know that he lost Terrence Crawford, but a very competitive fight where he was counterpunching Terrence Crawford a lot throughout the fight, landing the right hand, some good combinations, but his lack of combination punching and him getting shot in the leg also led him to just not be able to have the effect that he wanted in those fights. And I think that's going to be the same thing with Danny Garcia. I thought that he was getting outboxed and outpunched by a fighter that's very much unknown in Emmanuel Torres. That's why I don't think he's going to be able to beat Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is more experienced when it comes to dealing against high-level opponents. He's fought Zab Judah, Eric Morales, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Errol Spence. List just keeps going on with this dude, and he has a lot of good wins in his resume. Lucas Matisse. It just keeps going on and on. I just don't think that Jose Benavidez Jr. has what it takes. I think that at most he's going to give it a competitive fight, most definitely. He might be able to counterpunch Danny Garcia at certain points, land some good combinations. So I think he's going to be able to win 4 rounds. I think that Danny Garcia will, for the most part, control most of his fight by going down to the body with his straight left hand, right hand, using his no-look left hook, which he used to knock people out. Like Eric Morales had his head spin around all over the place. His elite level experience against opponents such as Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, where he was able to time them a lot with the left hook, counterpunch them extremely well. Just didn't have enough, I like to say, throwing enough punches in those fights, almost like Adrian Broner at some points in that those fights. Okay, if he had thrown more punches in those fights and actually get out a little more aggressive, he possibly could have won the Keith Thurman fight and the Sean Porter fight, and those fights were extremely close. That being said, though, Jose Benavidez Jr. is no disrespect to him. He's a good fighter, but he's not on the level of Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, or Sean Porter. I think he's a good fighter who's going to come in there and represent his hometown, a Phoenix. He's going to give on a competitive fight, land some good combinations, make it not too hard, not too easy for Danny Garcia. But I think Danny Garcia, like I told y'all, will go down to the body, use his left hook, use his jab, control the fight, and ultimately get him out of there in about, I like to say, the 10th or 9th round if Danny Garcia is aggressive, because Danny Garcia has predicted that he will not come out Jose Benavidez Jr. in the 7th round. I think that Jose Benavidez Jr. can't do it. He doesn't have the greatest defense in the world, and that's not only going to help when you already got shot in the leg and have a lot of immobility in your legs. I think that Jose Benavidez Jr. can't do it. I think he's going to definitely give it his all, land some good combinations head to the body, such as the right hand, left hook, but ultimately get outworked and beat down by Danny Garcia. I'm hoping that Danny Garcia will go for the KO. Alright, I'm tired of Danny Garcia having fights where he can possibly knock somebody out or beat him down, but he chooses not to. He just chooses to kind of coast it. He did that in the Ivan Redkach fight where he had Ivan Redkach badly hurt, and he could have got him out of there, in my personal opinion. And he definitely should have wanted to get him out of there after Ivan Redkach did to Mike Tyson and try to bite him. I think that Danny Garcia will put on an impressive performance against a very game opponent, Jose Benavidez Jr. But wrapping this video up, though, I think that Danny Garcia, he doesn't have good chances at 154 pounds. The people here are bigger and stronger, and most likely weigh in the 160s and the 170s at their off weights. I think they lose to Jermell Charlo, because I think that Jermell Charlo is a better boxer than Danny Garcia, and he has more vicious knockout power. And Jermell Charlo is wild in the ring. He will try to knock you out with every shot. And I don't think that's going to be a good combination for Danny Garcia, considering that Jermell Charlo has a similar style to Errol Spence Jr. and so does Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora is very unrelenting with his pressure. He likes to come forward, use his jab, throw his uppercuts inside, and brutally break you down. As shown in the Erickson Lubin fight, this is not going to be good for Danny Garcia. I think he's also going to struggle with somebody who has a lot of hand speed and who has very good defense, very good with feigning, and Brian Castaño. Brian Castaño is 5'7", and Danny Garcia is 5'8". So the size difference wouldn't be too ridiculous. I think it would be similar to the Danny Garcia fight, where we will see Brian Castaño outworking Danny Garcia and also getting a decision. I think he can possibly beat Tony Harrison, Erickson Lubin, and Tim Tszyu. Those are definitely possible wins for him because Tim Tszyu has a lack of experience Harrison Lubin, he's coming off a loss to Sebastian Medora. And Tony Harrison is a good fighter, but most definitely. But he offers to fade in the later parts of the fight. But, I think that Danny Garcia will put on an impressive performance. I think he will most likely either win by a 10th or 9th round stoppage after brutally battering and beating down Jose Benavidez Jr. Or he will win a unanimous decision after, completely controlling the fight and winning the fight 8-4. But to wrap this video up, this is not seeing the dream. Rocky says and says to sleep. Aha, ciao. Another one. Peace.